It started as a joke of viral internet trend that spiraled into countless parodies and memes. Everyone laughed at the idea of sentient toilets with human faces, bobbing to an obnoxious tune while chanting Skibidi dop 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 yes yes. But for Chris, the Skibidi toilet wasn't a harmless meme anymore. Chris was a janitor at an old, decrepit public restroom facility in the middle of nowhere. The job didn't pay much, but it was quiet, isolated, a perfect escape from the world's noise. That was until the strange occurrences began. The first incident was small. A toilet in stall number 3 kept flushing on its own, even when the water supply was turned off. Chris shrugged it off as faulty plumbing, but the next morning, he found muddy footprints leading from the stall to the sink. They were human-shaped, but oddly elongated, as if the feet had been twisted and stretched. The second incident was more unnerving. While mopping late one night, Chris heard a faint melody echoing through the tiled walls. It was unmistakable. Skibidi dop 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 yes yes. He froze, his mop trembling in his grip. The sound seemed to come from the restroom stalls. But when he checked, each one was empty. Still, the tune persisted, growing louder, more distorted, until it abruptly stopped. Then came the third night. Chris was locking up when he noticed a peculiar shadow near stall number 3. It wasn't his. It moved independently, swaying in sync with the faint, witchy hum. Trembling, Chris approached the stall and slowly pushed the door open. The toilet inside was no longer ordinary. Its bowl was a gaping mouth, its lid wide open like Joe's, and its tank bore a warped human face with hollow, unblinking eyes. Skibidi dop 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 yes yes, it rasped in a deep, guttural tone. Chris stumbled back, his heart pounding, but the Skibidi toilet didn't stay put. With an unnatural creak, it began to move, its porcelain legs snapping free from the floor. It lumbered toward him, its jagged teeth clacking together. Chris turned and ran, slipping on the wet tiles as the demonic toilet chased him. Its chanting grew louder, its voice warping between static and grotesque laughter. He reached the janitor's closet. Chris clutched a wrench, his breath shallow, his mind racing for a way out. But then the banging stopped. The silence was deafening. Slowly, he pressed his ear to the door. Nothing. When he opened it, the restroom was empty. The stalls were intact. Everything was normal except for one thing. On the mirror above the sink, written in dripping black sludge, were the words, "Flush or be flushed." Chris quit the next morning, but no matter where he went, the Skibidi tune